Hey guys, so it's, oops, I think I just whacked my phone. Is it okay? Yeah, it's still working. Hello guys, and welcome back to another story time. I hope you guys are enjoying my story time so far. If you are doing, then don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. It's free. So anyway, today I am going to be telling you about when I lost my iPod Touch as a child. Now then, quick, before you click off, I know that sounds really boring, but trust me, it is quite an interesting story. Trust me on this. I tell all my friends about it. Me and my parents still get confused about it. It's pretty strange, okay? So just hear me out. So how it happened was, do you remember when the first iPod Touch came out? I can't quite remember what year it was. But anyway, when it first came out, it was on my Christmas list. I wanted that thing, okay? It was so cool. I had a friend who was rich, who had everything the second it came out. She didn't even have to wait until Christmas. So, and it was awesome. It was the best iPod Touch ever. So I really desperately wanted one, okay? This was I'm sure this might have even been before the iPhone came out, wasn't it? The first iPhone? I don't know. I'll look it up. It doesn't even say. Oh, I'll do the research later. So anyway, I'm sure it was out before the iPhone, but I'm not quite 100% sure. So anyway, iPod Touch. I didn't get it for that Christmas, unfortunately. My mum thought that the iPod Touch, it was like an iPhone, but you just couldn't call on it. So you could still message on it. I'm sure you could FaceTime if that was a thing at the time. I can't remember. And you could download apps to play games on. And my mum didn't understand that an iPod was different to an MP3 player. So I got a little MP3 player for my for Christmas that year and a new phone. Okay, but I was really happy because I got a new phone. I loved it. The phone was pink as well, which was amazing. But the following year after that, I got an iPod Touch when I'd explained to my mum. It's different, it's awesome. So I got the new iPod Touch, new at the time. And it was brilliant. I loved it. It was like my baby, okay? It meant the world to me, honestly. It was like my child, okay? And then one day, I can't remember how old I was. I was probably maybe 13 years old. But anyway, one day, a couple of months later, maybe during the following summer, me and my parents, I think we were off on holiday abroad. So I was taking my my iPod with me, of course, because I loved my iPod. And I was playing it on it in the car. And I remember I was playing on it in the car distinctly because I kept telling my mum about all the levels I'd achieved on my games and stuff like that. It was brilliant, okay? There was this awesome little water slide game that you could play where you're going down a water slide and you have to collect the coins and things. I was pro at that, seriously. I was pro. I was 1 point off being in the top 100 on the leaderboard. It was perfect, okay? So I kept telling my mum how I was progressing in my games and she was getting sick of me and she remembers this distinctly. And then on the way we went to McDonald's, okay? And I remember distinctly playing on it in McDonald's because, my parents kept telling me off, telling me to put it away because, of course, it's rude to play games while you're at the dinner table, supposed to eat with your family, to get what I mean. So I remember that, and I kept being a bit cheeky and still getting it out anyway and playing it and being told off again. So, wasn't a good day. A lot of telling off because I just loved this iPod. I played on it every day. I was addicted. Anyway, and so I definitely played on it in these two events, and I can't have the McDonald's thing mixed up with any other random day because as a kid I never went to McDonald's. It was extremely rarely. It was maybe once a year I went to McDonald's, okay? Because my parents just didn't like it. It's fast food, it's bad for you, and it just didn't seem worth it to them. And also, if I did go, it would be mainly just with my mum because my dad would be at work. So and I remember specifically both my parents telling me off. Okay, it was definitely that day and they both remembered this as well, clearly. I definitely played on it on my iPad on the way to the hotel that we were staying in for one night, because we don't live near an airport, so we tend to stay for one night near the airport, and then travel to the airport in the morning. So we're fairly close to it, so we're not having to like travel at stupid o'clock. So that all happened, and then when we eventually got to the hotel, because like I presume when I got back in the car I just started playing on my DS, and then when we got to the hotel and it got quite late, I was going to put my iPod on charge, and then I realised I don't have it. I couldn't find it anywhere. I looked through all my pockets, my parents looked through all my pockets to double check. We all looked in the bag, my bags, we were looking in the suitcase in case for some reason we put it in there. We looked all around the room in case I just dropped it. We looked around the hotel, we looked in the car, just searching the car, could not find it anywhere. It was gone. So my parents were like, where did you last see it? And I was like, at McDonald's. So at this point we were like a 2-hour drive from McDonald's, and it was like, I don't know, it was probably like 9 p.m. So my parents were like, right, we're not going to go out at this time. What's going to happen is McDonald's isn't going to throw away an iPod, okay? Because at the time it was worth, what, like £500. McDonald's won't throw something like that away, surely. They'd keep it, wouldn't they? In case someone comes back for it. So, like, surely there's some lost and found. I don't know, I don't work at McDonald's, but I'm sure there'll be some sort of, like, lost and found for things like that. So they were like, right, so we're just going to go on holiday without it, sorry April, and then on our way back we'll go and collect it from McDonald's. We rang McDonald's up and they said if they find an iPod while cleaning, they will let them keep it for us. So we double checked and we went on holiday. I was so upset because I spent the entire holiday without my iPod. I was so upset, but I had my DS and I love Nintendo as well as Apple. So it wasn't like ruining my holiday because I had my DS. I love me on holiday as a kid, like legit. I'd go on like my iPod or my DS while my parents are sunbathing, and I'd be like under this towel so I could see it and play games all day on it. But like I'd have my legs sticking out, so I wouldn't be tanned at all, but my legs would be so brown. But anyway, so that happened. After the holiday, we just went home. We forgot about the iPod and just went straight home, and then remembered when we got home, oh, iPod. So we're like, right, we'll ring up in the morning, and if they have it, we'll go in the morning to collect it. So in the morning, we rang up, and they said that they didn't have an iPod, okay? They hadn't found an iPod, which I was really upset about, because I was like, someone stole it, and my friend was like, yeah, you know, there's nothing we could do, okay? If it was stolen, you know, they had 2 weeks to restore it or do whatever with it. It's long gone, okay? Never getting it back. And because of this event, my parents said, right, April, since you couldn't look after your iPod, we're not buying you another one, okay? You're just gonna have to be without one forever. But I, of course, was persistent and really wanted an iPod, and when it came to the following Christmas, my mum was like, right, April, what would you like? And all I wanted was an iPod, and it was like the only thing on the list. So I got another iPod, and my parents said, right, don't lose it this time, or I swear to God, you're not getting another one. So I looked after it. I looked after it like it was a baby. I just never took it out of my sight. It was always with me. I loved it so much. I'd actually memorised all the games that I loved to play and all the usernames on them, just so I could continue where I left off a year ago. So anyway, and then one day I was playing on my new iPod in the living room on my settee, okay? And then I started watching TV. I was probably watching something like SpongeBob SquarePants, and I put my iPod down on the armchair of the settee. Okay, and I was watching TV, and then after the programme had finished, I went to go play on my iPod while adverts were on. I looked and it wasn't there, okay? So I was like, oh, it's fallen down the sofa. You know when it falls, like, you know when you sat on a settee and sometimes things can just slip down the side. So you have to like take the big cushion off to find whatever you've lost, and you always find crumbs there and things. It's kind of gross. Yeah, well, so I was like, you know, that's probably happened. So I got up and I took the huge cushions off the settee. And then what I found was unbelievable. Okay, so I just saw my iPod that had clearly fallen down the side of the settee, and I was like, oh, there it is, and I picked it up. And then I looked, and then there was another iPod next to it. I picked it up, it was completely dead. So I put it on charge, and when it started working, it was my old iPod. It was my old iPod. It had all the same photos on it of me and my friends and things. It had all the same apps on it. It had the same wallpaper on it. It just needed quite a few updates. So I took it to my mum and showed her and said, look what I found. And she was like, it's your iPod. And I was like, it's my old iPod. My other iPod's here. So my mum just went, oh, I'll have that one, and then I've always wanted an iPod. So she had my old iPod for years. I think she still probably has it. But yeah, how weird is that? And we all so vividly remember me leaving it at McDonald's. It's actually really scary. Like, I don't know how that could have happened, how that was even possible. Like, I would have never gone anywhere without that iPod, so how did I not leave it at McDonald's? And like, fair enough, you could say, well, April, you know, you're a child, kind of, you're a tween, or whatever you call pre-teens, so you probably just remember it wrong. But it's weird how, like, my mum and dad remember it, and my mum has, like, a perfect memory. Like, it's insane how good her memory is and how detailed her memory is. The fact that she remembers it as well is incredible. Okay, so I don't know how that happened. So yeah, that's, you know, how I lost and then refound my old iPod. Thank you for watching this video, guys. If you found it strange or weird or good or bad, then please like the video. If you dislike the video, because people seem to be doing that a lot lately, please tell me why. Okay, I don't mind people disliking my video as long as you tell me why, so I can improve on it, you know. And also, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Comment below, let me know what you thought to this story time. I just love to hear people's comments, and I'll always reply to all of them. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll be uploading again tomorrow. See you then. Bye. And stay tuned in for the, the weekend vlog on, no, the weekday vlog uploaded on Saturday. Bye.